For many Vermonters, the Great Flood of July 2023 was the worst flood they'd ever seen. Now, of course, Irene in 2011 is high on the list, and so is the Great Flood of 1927. But many of us were not around then. Let's show you some of the highest rain totals. The highest in the state was 9.2 inches. Washington County, Calais in particular. Windsor County also over 9 inches, and then we had 7 to 8 inches from Rutland, Orange, and Orleans counties. And as we move along, even Lamoille County, Morrisville picked up over 7 inches, Peru over 6, Ripton over 5, same deal for Stannard and Berkshire. And as we move along to encompass all 14 counties in the state of Vermont, Grand Isle County at the bottom of the list, but still talking 3.25 inches. Eastover, Windham County over 5 inches. So let's show you the setup here for this flood. The low pressure center was moving from about New York City into central New England. Not a strong storm, believe it or not. It wasn't strong, but it was slow moving. And it was oriented in a way that sent the wind right into the Green Mountain spine at about a 90-degree angle. Also a trough of low pressure. You put it all together, there's a lot of rising motion. But as meteorologists, we look high in the sky as well. And the flow about 20,000 feet above our heads was like a traffic jam on the highway. There was a block in the North Atlantic, so things couldn't really move along quickly. And up where airplanes fly, there were two what we call jet streaks, in other words, fast-moving wind. And when they're oriented like this in a favorable location right over us, that enhances the upward motion. So literally everything came together at the wrong time and caused a lot of rain. So this is the rain total map for the entire state. Notice how the spine of the Green Mountains is really lit up with the 5 to 9 inch plus amounts. And that's why we had two epicenters of damage. One was in the Ludlow area and surrounding towns. And then later on July 10th, it was Barre and Montpelier and central Vermont. This is the landslide from the chopper on Vermont 62 the next day. And so many of our flood problems here in the state are because of the terrain. It's not really something we can change. You see the spine of the Green Mountains starts near Jay, goes down towards Mansfield. But central Vermont in particular is almost like a funnel when you fill the windshield washer fluid in your car. Everyone lives in the lower elevation, right? You don't build a village on a mountaintop. And so when the rain comes down, it comes to where everyone lives and fills into the rivers. And that's why Washington County in particular was such a problem. Even southern Vermont here, the spine of the Green Mountains north to south. So you have that wind hitting it, all the rain, just like a snowstorm in the winter. That's why they built the ski areas on the eastern spine. It enhances the precipitation. In the case of July, rain. Now, the Winooski River at Montpelier had actually two crests. The first was late on Monday, July 10th. The second was in the morning on July 11th. Second highest on record there in Montpelier, and the water was high for so long. So it's clear to us, especially with climate change, this type of flooding will continue to happen. We just have to build things up, make things stronger, and be the most prepared that we can be going forward. I'm NBC5 Chief Meteorologist Tyler Jankowski.